Good morning, everyone. It's a brand new streaming week, and my goodness, we have a lot to talk about today. We've got tons of game news. We've got cool, positive updates on upcoming projects. We've got new game playthroughs this week, the first major DLC character for Street Fighter 6. It's a very, very eventful week, and a very eventful Level 1 podcast in just a sec. All right, how is everyone today? I hope I find you well. I'm doing well today, that's for sure. Today is Friday, the 21st of July, 2023. As I stated, this is the beginning of a brand new streaming week here on DSPGaming, which I'm very, very excited for, because we've got a great variety of content coming up for you guys this week. Although, I do have to change the schedule up a little bit from what I initially intended, due to some news and updates and things going on. Man, I am busy, but busy in a good way. Let's put it that way. All right. So welcome, everyone. First of all, it's Friday. I hope you're all having a great weekend. And I hope that you are ready for some gaming fun, because there's going to be quite a lot of it over the course of this week. 6 straight days of streaming again for me. A good variety of stuff this week, of course, with lots of Street Fighter coming up. But at the same time, we've got the progress in Final Fantasy 16 as expected. But a new playthrough based on your requests and votes, a throwback playthrough that goes back 10 years. A great way to start off my celebration. My 15-year anniversary as a YouTuber is in just a month, and I'm very excited to start celebrating that all with you by doing a cool throwback style playthrough of a game that I've only done one full playthrough of before. And, you know, after a decade, I think it's a good time to redo it. Awesome, right? So, I'm very excited for this. We'll talk about this in a moment as we get to the schedule. Plus, first DLC character for Street Fighter 6 releases this week with Rashid on Monday, plus some gameplay changes to the game that may or may not actually improve it significantly. I guess we're going to see. So I am definitely excited for everything coming up this week. I hope that you guys are too. We got a lot to talk about today. Being that yesterday was my day off, it means that we're going to do the Phil's Day Off segment, although I don't particularly have too much to talk about in regards to, say, anything too crazy that I did during my day off. However, I do have a major update on an upcoming event that's only about a week away. So that's going to be exciting as well. Plus, if we have time, some Q&A. I guess we'll see. We'll see how much time we have today, because I have a lot to talk about, game news-wise and the like. All right, let's just get started. Before we jump into the week coming up, which obviously you want to know because the schedule has actually changed a little bit, I'd like to tell you about my day off. Let's get this out of the way. We'll recap the Phil's Day Off segment, shall we? And I totally wish that I could play my Phil's Day Off music, but we don't have it anymore. That device broke, and I threw it out the other day. I got so frustrated. I believe that I have the sound clips on my computer, but I just haven't had a chance to look yet. Someone had sent me these like months ago and said, hey, if you ever want to use the sound effects and your sound maker's broken, do those. I'll have to figure this out, maybe set up like my own little soundboard on my PC. By the way, just for the record, happy belated birthday, Jade. I know yesterday was your birthday. He's actually telling me in the chat about some of the stuff that he did. Sounds like a pretty fun day. I'm glad to hear that. I hope that you had a good one. All right, so let's talk about this egg. This egg is incredibly interesting. It's not. This is actually just my hand squeezer. I'm just using it during the podcast today. Let's talk about yesterday, my day off, all right? So, excuse me. Yesterday, I opted to have a way more relaxed, chill day off than the week before. As I told you last week, I had a very hectic, busy, and stressful day off. I had to take Jasper Kitty to the vet and I had one of the worst vet visits I had ever had. I got upsold and all kinds of crap, mistreated, wasn't even put into a freaking room for him to be examined. It was really bad. If you want to hear that whole story, watch last week's Level 1 podcast from my day back from break. It was a really bad experience. And suffice to say, we're probably never going back to that vet ever again. But this week, I definitely wanted to do stuff differently. I wanted to relax. Problem was, it was 90 degrees outside yesterday, and I had to run errands. So, said to my wife, well, I'm just going to do the minimal amount of stuff to do today. I mean, there was some optional stuff I could have done on the day off, but I was like, it's so hot. I don't want to be outside, in this heat, as little as possible, basically, right? So basically, I did the bare minimum of what needed to be done. Grocery shopping. Jasper needed some pet supplies, stuff like that. I was out and about, ran around, did some basic stuff, and didn't spend too much time outside of the home. Got home, and we had a dinner together. We ordered some Mexican food from a new restaurant we had never eaten from before. And I'll just say, the food was good, but for some reason, I didn't get exactly what I ordered, which is always frustrating. Like, I ordered chicken enchiladas, but I wanted it in the, what do they call it, the mole sauce on it. And they just gave me regular enchiladas, which is fine. The enchiladas were good. But I wonder what happened, because, when you order food from these online delivery services, they'll put the receipt on the bag, and it said just regular chicken enchiladas. And I know for a fact, I checked the app and everything, it said that I ordered the enchiladas with mole sauce. So I have no clue. There's a disconnect between the online ordering and the restaurant itself. A little weird. But the food was good. My wife and I, she had a burrito, and I had these two chicken enchiladas. And we spent a lot of time at home basically doing stuff around the house. We cleaned the house a lot. I actually went around the whole house with a duster, and I dusted every room in the house, including this office, which, oh my God, of course, had a ton of dust buildup, which is really gross. But, the bathrooms and stuff, you start dusting, like, oh my God, there's so much dust in this house, you don't realize how much accumulates. So we did that. We actually cleaned, like, the whole downstairs. What else did we do? Oh, we did some really exciting stuff. We did the laundry. Yeah, we washed clothes and folded them and stuff. But here's the deal. Seriously, here's the deal. When you do it with someone you love, when you do it with your significant other, it's not so bad. Doing all that crap by yourself, incredibly boring. No one's going to enjoy doing that. But I'm doing it, with my, I'm doing it with my wife, and we're having a better time. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really enjoying myself because we're talking and everything while we do it, and that's cool. And by the way, doing all that stuff together makes it go faster. Again, if you're cleaning or whatever by yourself, right, then it takes forever. But if you do it with someone else, then it's quicker. So it was fun. Jasper follows us around the house when we're doing this stuff, which is kind of fun. He's always up in the business. So it was good. It was a good day. And then after that, we relaxed. We watched some TV. We watched some just some, like, reality TV. Remember I told you that HBO Max turned into Max about a month or two ago, and when they did, they merged a bunch of content. So we're watching, like, different reality shows, like some food cooking shows, and we're watching, like, House Hunters, and, just random stuff, just to kill some time and to enjoy and relax, basically. And at night, we actually had some relaxing margaritas together, which was very nice to unwind and have a nice drink together at night. So it was a good day. Overall, it was a pretty good day. The one thing that's pertinent to obviously my content and streams that I did yesterday is that last night, before I went to sleep, I started going through the very arduous task of reviewing all of my emails from ridiculously long ago in regards to Machinima. All right? And I told you this, we have an event coming up 1 week from tomorrow called The Dark Side of Machinima, a long-form React event that I'll be doing over on my DSP Reacts channel exclusively. And during this event, not only will I be reacting to a documentary made about Machinima by June the King, but I'm essentially making my own kind of documentary based on my experiences with this company. And just to give you some perspective here, right? I have emails dating back to 2009. That's right. 14 years ago. Did you know that before I partnered with Machinima in 2011 and became part of their partner network, that I had actually had business relationships with Machinima before that? Did you know that they were incredibly unprofessional and I cut ties with them for 2 years because of it? Did I even ever talk about it? I don't know. I didn't even remember But I started searching my emails, and I found all my emails about it. I was like, oh, shit. I have everything. So this is going to be pretty cool, because not only am I going to be reacting to someone else's documentary, but I'm going to have all this exclusive stuff to talk about. I got emails about my initial, negotiations and signing up with them. I got emails about when they renegotiated contracts and offered promotional opportunities. I've got all the information about my first trip to E3, which is it's a hoot, to say the least, because all right, I don't want to spoil it, but just to say that it was like absolutely ridiculous back then, and we're talking like 12, 13 years ago, right? Things back then were so different, unprofessional. It was like a party atmosphere half the time, and it was just dumb because all you're trying to do is make content, make money, and trying to work with a company like that that was like disorganized and everything. But anyway, I have all these stuff. I basically last night reviewed emails all the way through like maybe mid-2013, and I started, capturing them. So I have screen grabs to show you during this event. And so I'm doing this, and I'm like, wow, this is a lot. And I'm not even kidding you, probably already I have like 20 or more screen grabs just from 2009 to 2013. Now, I stayed a partner with Machinima all the way through early 2017. So I've got a lot more to go through. And then what I basically got to do is narrow it down to the stories and things that I think are more interesting for you guys. And it'll be fun. I'm actually debating what to do in regard. Here's the thing. A lot of the emails and stuff that I have are just me talking with the Machinima employees at the time. And, it has their names and stuff in the emails. But the thing is, it's public knowledge that they were employees of Machinima. None of these discussions are like, oh my God, top secret hush-hush information that makes us all look bad. It's not. You know what I mean? So, having those emails, I don't think it really matters whose name is on them, because those people already, I actually checked it out. I was like, this person, publicly says they worked for Machinima. Here's their LinkedIn profile that says that they worked for them at that time. It's not like they're embarrassed that they worked for Machinima. So obviously there'd be emails with them involved, right? So I'm thinking it's not a big deal to show like names and stuff in the emails, because again, there's no personal data or anything there. It was just talking business about Machinima back and forth way back when. So anyway, I got a lot more to go through. Like I said, I only got to like mid-2013, but there is one bummer. All right, there's one bummer, and here's the one bummer. I can't actually show you the contracts that I had with Machinima. All right, you might say, well, why not? Because they were all online. They were all digitally signed. I never had an actual paper contract with Machinima. They were all done through those websites. You know how those online signing websites where they send you a form digitally? Click here, digitally sign, do this, do that. That's how they were all done. And because they were all done that way, when you click on those links today, they don't work anymore. The company went out of business, so any archived contracts they had were deleted. So I have no actual record. I wish I did. It would have been really neat to look at the terms and conditions of the Machinima contracts that I had to see how ridiculously restrictive or not they were. And I don't really have that anymore because the company doesn't exist and all their data deleted. So there's nothing I can do about that. I never had I never once ever did I have a hard copy of any contract with Machinima. It's not like they sent me a paper contract or anything like that. So I have nothing that saved up in that regard. It's good that I have all the emails. How many people save all their emails? No one. I do. I've got all the evidence of anything I ever talked with these guys about. And I think particularly after these, I would say, here's the different eras of Machinima. The 2009 interaction, which was a bait and switch, and they treated me really badly. The 2011 interaction, where they signed me up for the partner network. Then the initial interactions after that and how they treated me for that first year. Then I would say the trip to E3 and how that went down. Then the contract renegotiations for less money and YouTube hitting everyone with content ID. Okay. Then I think the next major thing after that would likely have been Project 7 and how they handled that, because that was really interesting what happened there, because they were supposed to actually promote and air my Project 7 show on their channels, and it never really happened. They kind of lied to me about it, which is kind of messed up. And then there's the 2015 debacle of false copyright strikes against my channel and how they gave me advice to do stuff that destroyed my channel. And I'm actually not there yet. Like I said, I'm searching emails, and I got up to 2013. I have to see what actual interactions I have kind of documented with them at that time to see exactly what I can say. Oh, okay, here's the evidence of this or that, So I'm still going. I'm still going to have several nights of sifting through all this correspondence I ever had with the company. And then that event is Saturday, July 29th a marathon event on DSP Reacts. Not only will I be reacting to the June the King documentary, it's about 50 minutes long, but you know me. When I watch these documentaries, I comment, I pause, I add a ton of context of my own perspective. So likely that's going to end up being like 2 hours or more. And then the rest is going to be me telling all my stories about Machinima and actually showing you emails to show you the correspondence and thing I had with them. It's not me just talking on my butt. I'm actually going to try to have corroborating, evidence to what I'm saying to show you, hey, this really happened and here's how this company was, okay? So that's going to be a fun event, something very different a week from tomorrow, okay? But anyway, I started work on that last night, so it was part of my day off, all right? All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about today. Let's talk about the schedule coming up, all right? Because we have some major interesting things going on, some changes going on that I need you to know, because it's pretty important that you know what's going on every day here on the channel, no? I think so. I think you guys want to know what's going on. And by the way, thank you so much. People already complimented me on my shirt. This is my final new style button-down shirt. After this, we go back to the other ones. This is my last one that you haven't seen yet. It's actually incredibly comfortable. This shirt is very soft material. I'm like, oh my God, this feels so good. So when I'm playing Street Fighter today, this should, should feel great. I love it. I love wearing these shirts when I'm playing Street Fighter. And today, of course, is Street Fighter Friday, where I'm playing Street Fighter all day long. So to have a shirt that's nice and soft and aerated should be very nice. I'm very excited. So thank you for everyone who is complimenting me on my new shirts and stuff. That's correct. I never wear the same shirt twice. I burn these shirts after I wear them. That's absolutely correct. Okay. Totally don't wash my clothes or anything. All right. So what are we doing today? Let's talk. Today's Street Fighter Friday. Today it is Street Fighter 6 all day long. 2 different characters, Lily and Luke. Now, I was thinking on my day off about what order should I play the characters, okay? And basically, the way I see it, I played Luke all last Friday. 5+ hours of gameplay, all right? Lily, I tried to play about a week and a half ago and basically got shut down when the servers died, and I only got to play like 90 minutes with her. So I'm going to be honest, I want to play with Lily more than I want to play with Luke right now. Because I feel like I was doing well, and I was getting good tech and everything, and then basically time screwed me over. So today's first stream will be Lily in Street Fighter 6. And last night I spent about maybe 30-40 minutes watching some Lily tech videos, watching the top Lily players in the world use her online, and I got some strategies I'm going to use today. I hope I can remember them, and I hope that I can apply them. Actually, I can tell you right now, some things I learned, almost no one uses standing fierce punch. They all use crouching fierce punch or back fierce, because standing fierce is a little slower and can be punished more easily. And they 2-in-1 that into various different things. A lot of dash canceling, a lot of drive rush. I say dash canceling. It's actually called drive rush canceling. So I'm seeing a lot of drive rush canceling, where you just do it from neutral and you just dash forward throw or dash forward low fierce, and it counter hits a lot. And if it does, you get a big combo off of that. I've also seen some strategies to have her always have her wind charge, which is kind of interesting. Certain characters, if they get burned out, meaning if they use all their meter, if they use, hold on. Let me see if this works. Look at that. So something just happened. Zway just did a super chat, and there's a new feature. When someone super chats, you can click a heart in chat, and apparently it does something to the super chat. Did you guys see that? I'm curious, what did that look like? Did that show a different interaction in the chat? Does it look different for you guys? How did that work? You see it. What do you guys see? This is a new feature on YouTube. I just got notified this morning. If someone does a super chat, I can heart the super chat, and it does something, but I don't know what it does. It shows a heart. Where do you guys see the heart? Where did you guys see it? It shows on the super chat. It shows in the top right corner of the super chat on the screen. Oh, that's interesting. And then if you click on the super chat on the top of the chat, it still shows. Oh, cool. All right. So it's a way to just kind of interact with the super chat. All right, because you couldn't do that before. Okay. Well, if I have a chance to do that, I'll do that. Of course, if I'm playing games and, I don't always have the opportunity to do that. But maybe if on a show like, the podcast and stuff and we're talking, I'll always do I'll fave, what do they call that? Heart the super chat, like the super chat, fave the super chat. I don't even know what the hell you would call that because it's a new system, right? I'll do that. Cool. All right. Anyway, I got distracted. So yeah, so basically I'm seeing some good strategies with Lily. There's this strategy where you can lock down someone who has burned out in the corner. What does burnout mean? It means that your drive meter is completely depleted, so now you don't have the ability to parry, you don't have the ability to do overdrive moves. You can basically get completely locked in the corner, and you can't do anything about it. Like, you're just stuck there forever. It's an infinite loop, and there's no way to get out without a perfect reversal. I'm like, wow, that's interesting, because Lily, I didn't think Lily was that good. Now I'm seeing these setups, like, damn, these people figure some crazy stuff out, even with, like, low-tier characters. Like, oh, I gotta use that. I'm gonna try using that today, see if I can burn someone out, get them stuck in the corner, and then they can't move. I mean, that'd be pretty interesting and unique, I think. Anyway, so Lily today on the first stream, 3 hours of ranked multiplayer. I don't even think, honestly, I need to go into training mode with her. Nothing that I looked up was, like, super complex or anything I need to do, like, practice. It's more just do it in gameplay, you know? So I'm going to play with her first today. Late stream tonight, Friday Night Fights, 6:45 p.m. Pacific Time. That's going to be Luke. I'm going to do 2 hours of ranked multiplayer with Luke. Now, admittedly, I know good combos and strategies with Luke. My problem is I just don't have the timing down for any of them yet. And I'm almost wondering, is it worth it? Because what I've seen with Luke, okay, his optimal combo is essentially getting a couple normals, which I know the dash cancel combo that you can use. And if you do this charge punch move in the combo, it creates a wall bounce. They bounce off the wall, come back to you. Then you could do a launcher, and then after that you could either do a special move, or you could do a super move, or you could even do a dash cancel and another hit to knock them to the corner. My problem is the timing for the wall bounce punch is very strict, and I haven't mastered it yet. So when I'm playing people online in diamond rank, which he is, for me, I'm dropping combos and it's killing me. Like, it's making me lose entire matches when I have that combo and I'm not landing it. And it's like, shit. So I'm almost thinking, for me, don't do the optimal combo. Just do an easier combo. Maybe later on down the road if I want to practice, but maybe I should just do easier combos. And I'm thinking tonight I might actually do that, and see what happens. So it'll be, you know, mid-level platinum gameplay with Lily and trying to rank her up. Just similar to how I played with Zangief the other day. Same idea with Lily today. Let's see if I can get good wins. If I can use this new tech I saw online to get better and to maybe get her all the way up to like 5-star platinum or whatever. Let's see if we can do that today. Then tonight on the late stream, it's diamond ranked Luke gameplay, and let's see how I do there. So Street Fighter 6 competition all day long today. All right? Now, tomorrow, no Street Fighter at all, which is a good thing, because if I'm playing it all day today, then obviously you don't want Street Fighter tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Final Fantasy 16 on the first stream, which I'm excited to continue on with. As you know, we're beginning another major story segment, which took forever, because there was like 90 minutes of boring, you know, fetch quest nonsense last stream, but we'll get to interesting stuff tomorrow, okay? And then tomorrow night, and this is special, everyone listen up. Per your voting, per your ideas and requests, ladies and gentlemen, starting tomorrow night, it is absolutely official. The late stream on Saturday night, 6:45 p.m. Pacific Time. The premiere. Grand Theft Auto 5. What? Okay, Grand Theft Auto 5. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. First of all, I haven't played a Grand Theft Auto game in a couple of years. The last one I played was in the collection. Remember the remastered collection that came out like 2 years ago, and everyone laughed at how bad it was, right? It's the 10-year anniversary of Grand Theft Auto 5. Did you know that? It came out in the fall of 2013. I've only done one playthrough of the game. I did start a second playthrough in 2014, but never got past like 10 hours of it. So I've only played this game once ever. All right. Don't really remember the plot that well at all. I remember some things about the heist and stuff, but I don't remember the plot that well. Okay. I'm going to be playing the latest version, which is on Xbox Series X. From what I'm being told, the graphics got a complete overhaul and it runs at a full smooth 60 frames per second. So this is going to look sweet. It's going to end up being much better than that original playthrough visually. Now, the other thing is, it's going to be very different because my original playthrough, back then, I wasn't an interactive streamer. Yes, I streamed, but I always said that my streaming was kind of fan service. People want to be there live, they can, but it's just going to be as if I was sitting here by myself in a room playing the game. I'm not interacting with the chat, and I didn't back then. In addition, there was no face cam. There was nothing back then. It was just as if you were watching someone play a game for themselves. Today, my methodology is very, very different, as you know, and it's been so long since I played the game. I think this is going to be pretty neat. It's a great way to get excited for the release of GTA 6 in a couple of years. It's a great way to celebrate my 15-year anniversary as a YouTuber, because this is one of the biggest playthroughs I ever did 10 years ago. It was very popular at the time, got tons of views and everything, okay? So, I'm excited. Now, the one big question, what do I do about the music? That's a great question, all right? Because here's the deal. Much like when I played the Grand Theft Auto trilogy, all right? I don't really care about the music being in the game. If I could leave it on. I don't see the problem with that. The problem is, if I leave the music on, and then the videos get muted and blocked, what's the point of me playing the game if the streams and the videos are going to get muted and blocked, right? That's really my main concern here, okay? So, I'm appealing to all of you. How many of you know about how GTA 5 is these days? Can you play the game on YouTube without issue? Or is everyone still having music issues with this goddamn game? You know what I mean? Like, I don't care about if I lose ad revenue on some of the videos because it content ID matched. I really don't give two shits. I don't. But I want people to watch the videos. I don't want the videos to be unwatchable, or else why am I making the playthrough, right? So if I have to play the game with the music freaking muted, I will. But I don't really want to. I'd rather just make an organic playthrough that feels good. And then I figure people will appreciate that and support the playthrough. You know what I mean? But I don't really know how to go about it. I don't want to have my streams muted and blocked, and I certainly don't want to have my videos muted and blocked. So does anyone know? I'm kind of appealing to you guys. We got about a day and a half to figure this out. You know, and go from there. I don't really know. I'm a little worried about issues, especially particularly if you haven't noticed when we do DSP Reacts. A lot of the time over there, right in the middle of my stream, it'll say, oh, it detected copywritten content, and now we're going to shut your stream down. And I'm like, so imagine if I'm playing GTA 5 in the middle of a mission, driving around in the car, and a song is playing on the radio, and that happens. Now, do you think I'm going to notice that? I'm playing the game. I'm not going to notice that it says that there's copyrighted music, and then they're going to shut my stream down. Like, you see? So, I'm kind of on the fence about what to do about this. Unless anyone has suggestions or knows more about it, I really need feedback. If you could contact me in some way, leave a comment on this video, tweet me, write me an email. If you've played GTA 5 in the last few years, and if you know anyone who hasn't done a playthrough, if you could relay to me some information about how to do this safely. I want to play this game safely for you guys, but I'm a little nervous about how it's going to go down, okay? So, please, you know, feedback required. And I would love to start this tomorrow night. That's my plan, is that we're going to start GTA 5. Is there? Street Fighter Ken says there's a streamer option in audio settings now. There is, because there didn't used to be 10 years ago. Really? That's cool. Hold on one second. I just realized something. I'm being pretty stupid. I'm going to download it now. I don't know why I didn't. What the f... I pressed a Y. There we go. Grand Theft Auto 5. Choose edition. That's Xbox One. See, I don't want Xbox One. I want the Xbox Series X edition. This is so confusing. There's a million options, and I don't know what... They all say Xbox One. Then where's the one that's on Game Pass? I thought they were all on Game Pass, but now they're all... It's just super confusing. Because I'm looking now, and now it's like not on Game Pass or something. What is going on? It looks like... Oh my god. This is ridiculously confusing. There's 700 versions of this fucking game. Here it is. Grand Theft Auto 5 Story Mode, Xbox Series X and S version, and I can install it via Game Pass. This is it. Okay. What a mess. I don't know why. I'm not even kidding you. Do you want to see this shit? You're going to be like, what the fuck? Are you ready for this? You're not going to believe this. I'm going to show you. This is stupid as hell. Now, mind, my camera's not going to be correct. All right, hold on. Look at this. Hold on, let me get rid of my webcam. So there. This is Grand Theft Auto 5. Look at this shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 versions of Grand Theft Auto 5. How the fuck are you supposed to know which is which? So anyway, I found it. It's like down here. It's this one. It says this is story mode Xbox Series S and X. That's what I'm playing. There you go. So, what a mess. I mean, that's really confusing. I see. I knew it was free because I just read this. I was like, yeah, they just added it actually to be completely free last month on Game Pass, and that's one of the things that actually prompted me to want to play it again. Is that it's on Game Pass completely for free. So, all right, is it installing? Is it installing? The fuck? I don't know if it's installing. I don't even think it downloaded. Oh my god, it's a fucking piece of junk. It's not a piece of junk. It's just frustrating when they put things on so many versions. It screws everything up. Let me find it now. There it is. Install. Wait, that's Xbox One. Why say Xbox One? That's not the version I want. That's totally not the version I want. What happened here? What is going on with this fucking thing? That's the wrong version that's installing. So cancel. Now it won't let me stop. It won't let me undo it. You gotta be kidding me. How do I stop pause installation? There. It's not there. I literally just went to Game Pass, said I want it, hit install, and nothing happened. This is so fucking stupid. Here it is. Where is it? Here it is again. Install. Nothing happens. I'm not even kidding you. I hit install. Nothing happens. It doesn't install the game. How the fuck do I play it if it won't install? I hit install, and it just, the screen closes. And it doesn't install the game at all. So it's fucked up. It's broken, apparently. Choose the other Series X version at the top. Oh my god. There's another one? Okay, hold on. Thank you, Gaspavelli, who's trying to help. Xbox Series X and S. It doesn't do anything. I'm serious. I click install. And nothing happens. It just closes. And doesn't install. Do you want to see? Because I'm not lying. Just to show you guys I'm not stupid. Wait till you see how stupid this is, okay? Let me get rid of my webcam again. So I'm going to go to Game Pass, alright? I'm going to search for Grand Theft Auto. So there it is. Alright? So here's Xbox One. I don't want this version, but this is viewing queue. Maybe you do have to install the Xbox One version. Maybe you're forced to. Maybe you're forced to install it. Right? Because here's Xbox. See, it says Grand Theft Auto 5, Xbox Series X and X. Watch what happens when I hit install. Ready? Nothing. It closes. And then if you go there, it's not downloading it. Same thing down here. Story mode, and you hit install. Nothing happens. So maybe I need to do this. Viewing queue. Resume all. I think you're forced to install the Xbox One version. I think it's actually what happens is it downloads the Xbox One version. When that's done, then it installs an update that makes it the Xbox Series S and X version. That's what I'm thinking. Because why else would it not download from anything else? Right? Yeah. Sure seems that way. See, it says Xbox One and Xbox Series bundle, and that's what I'm downloading right now. See, it says viewing queue. So it's downloading that right now, apparently. So, there you go. That's all I can do. Yeah, that's all I can do. And then hopefully, once that's done, I'll be able to install anything else I need to install. But it won't just allow me. Oh, really? Sly Fox fan says, yeah, GTA Online. You have to actually download GTA Online, and then the story is considered an add-on for GTA Online, so you have to download Online first. Oh my god, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard, but okay. Because remember, the actual core story came out first, and then Online came out later. But now, because Online made them so much money, they treat it like that's the game, and then the story mode's an add-on. That's absolutely hilarious. Right? Okay. So anyway, it's downloading now. I guess. See? So I guess we have to wait for that to install first, and then I guess I'll make sure that the other things are installed. Alright. Well, that was messy. Anyway, so yeah, we'll start that tomorrow night, but I do need your feedback. I need you guys to help me out to figure out what to do with the music in the playthrough. If I leave it on, I'm down for that. I don't even care if I make ad revenue on the videos, but I am nervous about having the videos get claimed or blocked. That's what I don't want to happen, have them muted or blocked. And same thing with the streams. Obviously, I don't want the streams to get muted or blocked. What email? darksidephil@hotmail.com. B-Boy Cyclone wants to write me an email about it. Okay. darksidephil@hotmail.com. Okay. So anyway, we're starting that tomorrow night. All right, that's the late stream tomorrow night, Saturday night. I hope you guys are down for that. That's something new and interesting, right? Now, Sunday is my React day. So we're going to do DSP versus the internet on the first stream on Sunday. Hope you'll join me for that. Now, here's the deal. My schedule is changing. You might say, why? All right. Well, there's very good reason. Okay, hold on. Let me get to this now. I have to skim through like 40 emails that I captured from Machinima to get to the stuff. So, here's the deal, okay? Basically, every Sunday night for the last 2 weeks, we've done a fun community night. If you guys remember, in Street Fighter 6, the community lobby's been a lot of fun. And I really have enjoyed doing those community lobbies with you. And I'd like to do another one. But there's a problem, okay? Street Fighter 6 is going to be doing maintenance this weekend. On July 23rd, which is this coming Sunday night, from 8 p.m. until midnight, Street Fighter 6 is undergoing server maintenance and no one will be able to play the game online. Well, guess what time my late night stream is? 6:45 p.m. So that means I'd only be able to play with you guys until 8, and then servers would go down. All right? So obviously it doesn't sound very good. Obviously. So here's what we're doing. We're going to have to shuffle the schedule around. All right? So Sunday will be DSP versus the internet on the first stream, and we're just going to do a second session of Grand Theft Auto 5 on the late stream. Okay? So that's 2 nights. Saturday and Sunday night. Both nights, GTA 5. Here on DSPGaming. Now on Monday, there's a brand new character being released in Street Fighter 6, Rashid. And in fact, I guarantee that's why they're doing the server maintenance, is to prepare for the launch of Rashid. So Rashid is going to be very interesting. He's a returning character from Street Fighter 5. Of course, everyone wants to know, does he play like Street Fighter 5? Did they change him up like they did with other characters in this game? And he's going to have all kinds of new content. So here's what we're doing on Monday. Got his guide to learn the basics and strategies with him. Combo trials to learn how to do basic stuff, combos with him. And then probably a little bit of training mode, experimenting, and then we're going online to ranked. So maybe we'll do a few casual matches first, and then we'll go to ranked, okay? So the entire day of Monday is going to be Rashid in Street Fighter 6. Totally new character, okay? First DLC character in the game. But in addition to that, they're changing Street Fighter 6 on Monday to make it that drive rush cancels are easier. Right now, if you're in the middle of doing a move and you want to drive rush cancel, you actually have to dash by double tapping forward on your joystick or double tapping forward on your D-pad to interrupt what you're doing and cause a dash animation. You turn green. and then you can continue combos, you can mix up, you can do all kinds of stuff. Well, a lot of people have complained and said, you know, it's too hard to do that for certain characters from certain moves. Like, what if you're in the middle of doing a complex motion and you need to dash, but it's harder to come out? So they said, why not just do a button input? So Capcom listened, and they changed it, and now it's just going to be press the two mediums together. Medium punch, medium kick, at any time in the middle of a cancelable move, and do your drive rush. So that's going to be a critical gameplay change. Everyone's going to be using it like that, including me. It's going to make the game much easier to play. So not only will I be using Rashid, the new DLC character, all day long on Monday, but in addition to that, I'm also going to be doing this new, learning this new drive rush mechanic. So it's going to be an interesting day. All right? So it's Street Fighter all day long on Monday, all Rashid. Tuesday, the daytime stream will be Final Fantasy 16, and the late stream on Tuesday night will now be our community night in Street Fighter 6. So sorry that we have to bump it a couple of days, but we do. So community lobby night will be Tuesday night, and yes, it'll be an open lobby night. Anyone can join. It's going to be more casualized. Likely I'll be using a variety of characters again, probably including Rashid, who I'll have used that Monday, but also I'll probably be swapping around other characters like Dalsim and Honda and Zangief and everything. Likely I won't use my absolute top tier characters yet again. I probably won't use Blanca. Okay, so it should be fun. Now, Wednesday is my final consecutive streaming day of the week, and likely what I'll do is a ranked session of Street Fighter 6 on Wednesday, and then Wednesday night we'll do more Grand Theft Auto 5. Okay, now what will I use on Wednesday? Well, considering the fact that all week, today I'm doing Lily and Luke, Monday I'm doing Rashid all day, and he's a new character, probably what we'll do on Wednesday is my next attempt to level up Blanca in the Diamond ranks, so we'll probably do all Blanca. If you remember, my Blanca is in 4-star Diamond, so maybe by the end of Wednesday, if I continue to do well with Blanca, we can get him to 5-star Diamond. That'd be amazing. My goal is to get him to Master. I don't think in 3 hours we're going to get him to Master, but I think we can significantly level him up. Okay? So pretty cool. I'm excited for that, and I hope that you guys will join me all week long. Good variety. So to recap, today, Lily in Street Fighter 6, Luke in Street Fighter 6. Tomorrow, Final Fantasy 16 and the premiere of GTA 5 on the Xbox Series X. Sunday, DSP versus the Internet, a weekly clips react show, and then more GTA 5. Monday, did I say Saturday? Whatever. Monday, Rashid all day long in Street Fighter 6. Tuesday, Final Fantasy 16 and community lobby night in Street Fighter 6. And then Wednesday, Blanca leveling, trying to get him to master rank, and more GTA 5. So that's good variety. I mean, that's going to be, 6+ hours of Final Fantasy, 6+ hours of GTA, lots of Street Fighter, reacting stuff, all good stuff, right? It's a great streaming week coming up. I hope you guys are excited. All right. Cool. That sound good? Hopefully that assuages your fears and answers your questions about this week. And again, feedback needed on GTA 5. Please provide feedback if you can. I really would like to know how to go about with this game. Okay? Thank you. In regards to the music, that is. Okay. All right. Now, before we even move on, I think we should cover other gaming news. What do you think? Let's do it. Let's just cover the other gaming news going on right now. Okay? And hold on, because now I gotta scroll through another 40 emails here. These are all my Machinima archived emails that I'm going to use for the Machinima event. I gotta get through all of them again. Jesus. Okay. Almost done. Okay, gaming news. So I already told you about the Street Fighter maintenance that's happening Sunday night. Diablo 4. Are you guys aware that Diablo 4 had their big Season 1 update yesterday? In fact, the game has a new icon on my dashboard here. It says Season of the Malignant, whatever that means, okay? And a lot of people have been asking me, oh, Phil, are you going to be playing Diablo 4 Season 1? To which I answered, probably not right now. I just played through the entire campaign. People want variety. They don't want the same game over and over. That's why we started with Amnesia the Bunker and beat that over the last week. That's why we're going to be doing GTA 5. I don't think people really want more Diablo right now, besides the hardcore Diablo fans. Well, interestingly enough, listen to this. When they released Season 1 yesterday, they also released a balance patch suite. What does that mean? It means that they made sweeping changes to Diablo 4 across the board that apparently nerfed a ton of things in the game that people were using to be powerful and really enjoy the game. I guess the thing is, they were studying data, and they were looking at data and seeing certain people were able to go and fight, what's it called, Uber Lilith. I guess if you replay the game a bunch of times, you get to the harder world levels or whatever. And I guess Uber Lilith is the hardest thing in the game. Well, people were like beating her easily, like super easily. And I guess what Activision Blizzard did is they did research to look at the top builds of the top players who were just melting her in the game and said, oh, well, these are all overpowered. So we're going to basically nerf all of them. So they did. But I guess what they did is they did all nerfs, but they didn't really do anything to improve the game. They just made the game harder to play. To which people who are playing the game actively are like, why would you do that? I mean, you can understand if you were going to nerf some things and make other things better. They literally just nerfed across the board and made everything less good. So if that's the case, people are, well, you literally just made the game less fun. Who told you to do that? Right? We've been playing your game for about a month and a half. We've been eagerly anticipating Season 1. You launch Season 1 and immediately take away all the things we liked about the game, and we got to start from scratch because you rebalanced the game. What the hell's the point of that? And even, I mean, prominent content creators, even Asmund Gold, who's a ginormous fan of Diablo 4 and criticized me for taking so long to beat the story, has come out publicly slamming these changes. So he doesn't understand it, you know, what the hell's going on, why they did it this way. And basically a lot of people were very upset about all these changes to Diablo 4. Now listen, I am no expert on Diablo 4. All right, I'm not. So I really don't know if this is something that they've done before or whatever. I have no clue. I'm not some kind of Diablo aficionado. But to me, when you say, this would be like the equivalent of going into Street Fighter 6, all right, and saying we're going to rebalance the game, but the only thing we're going to do is we're going to make every character worse. We're going to make everyone's moves slower. We're going to make everyone do less damage. And, you know, like, okay, but what about improvements? What about the weaker characters? Could you make them better? What about rebalancing this? No, we're just making everyone worse across the board. Well, isn't that going to take, isn't that going to take the fun away? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. To me, I hear stuff like this, and I'm like, man, I feel like I dodged a bullet. Because remember, we were on the fence about trying out Season 1. I told you guys I'm not a super fan of Diablo 4. I think it's a good game. I liked the story, but I definitely wanted to give it a break after I beat the story. And so people were like, well, you absolutely should be playing Season 1. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna skip it for now. Maybe we'll do it later or whatever. But then when I see this, I mean, I'm talking giant community backlash. This isn't like a couple whiny people. This is like, in general, the vast majority of the Diablo 4 community is very upset about these changes, saying this is not the spirit of what, you know, Activision Blizzard should be doing with the game. Like, some people actually compare this back to the days of Diablo 2. They were like, in the days of Diablo 2, when they did balances, which they didn't just nerf the whole game, you know? It would be meaningful changes that everyone in the community kind of agreed to. They would actually take direct community feedback to say, what do you want improved or nerfed or changed? And they would change the game based on that. Here, they literally did data mining, meaning all they did is they looked at the stats of the top players who were beating Uber Lilith over and over easily and said, that's too powerful, just nerf it. And that's it. They didn't ask anyone for feedback. They didn't see what the community wanted. They just made sweeping changes that made the game worse and more annoying for most people. And now they're like, well, why would we want to continue to support this game? Some people have outright said they're dropping the game. So, I don't know. It's a really weird controversy. I don't know why they would have done that. You know? But I admittedly feel like I dodged a bullet here. I feel like if I played the game more hardcore and I said I was going to do the season, I start playing it, and next thing you know, everything's different or changed, you know, and everyone's complaining about it. I don't know. Maybe sometimes I inadvertently do the right thing. I think in this situation, I might have inadvertently done the right thing. I had no idea this was going to happen with the game when Season 1 came out. But the fact that there was like an overnight flip of a switch and everyone went, wow, Diablo 4. And everyone went, fuck Diablo 4. Wow, whoa. What a total community shift, right? So, I didn't have plans to play the season anyway. But there you go. Okay, now, continuing on with news. A new feature has been added to Game Pass Ultimate. Listen to this. If you become a subscriber to Game Pass Ultimate, you will receive a 75-day, that's 2.5 free months, membership to Crunchyroll Premium. And you can claim this perk by October 20th. And then you get to enjoy anime on demand for like 2.5 months. This is something that I may take advantage of. I guess my real question is, if I do it, could I use the Crunchyroll subscription like on my TV downstairs? Or do I have to watch it through an Xbox console? And I almost get the feeling you probably will have to watch it through an Xbox console. Which I guess wouldn't be horrible because my wife has an Xbox Series S in the living room. So we could maybe just watch stuff through there. I'm going to have to bring this up with her and see if she's interested. Because maybe we could just find some animes to watch in the next 2 months or whatever. And then just get rid of it. Because we're not going to subscribe to it. But if it's free, it's free. Right? So anyway, for those who don't know, if you have Game Pass Ultimate, as of right now, you should have 2.5 free months of Crunchyroll. You have to activate it. Like, I see it right now. It's literally sitting on my dashboard of my Xbox. It says right there, claim your perk. That's it. So you claim it there, and then I guess you have to figure out the ins and outs of how it works. I'm assuming you have to watch it through your Xbox console, but maybe not. All right? But just throwing that out there, something to think about. Okay? Cool. Also, yesterday began San Diego Comic-Con. And at Comic-Con, there's all kinds of news coming out of this event. In fact, today, there's supposed to be a ton of Mortal Kombat 1 news. Supposedly, there's 3 different trailers that they're going to release today, plus an insane amount of gameplay and stuff of Mortal Kombat 1. All right? But yesterday was Spider-Man Day. And they had their big panel about Spider-Man 2, and they revealed a lot of information about it. So here's some things, okay? The game is set 9 to 10 months after the original Spider-Man game from PS4 / now it's PS5. Miles Morales and Peter are a well-oiled machine, meaning they kind of work back and forth with each other. And they're defending New York together. That's kind of the plot. They're both trying to figure out their own lives because they're not the same person. You know, Peter is older and he has his life with Mary Jane, while Miles is a younger teen. Remember, he lost his dad in the first game, and he's trying to find himself in New York. So it's kind of interesting. They're living their own lives, but they're working together to protect the city. At one point, Miles will be forced to become face-to-face with Mr. Negative, the villain who killed his father in the first game, and there's going to be like a big showdown. That's kind of neat. And they showed a whole bunch of pictures of Venom. I don't want to, you can watch it, look at him yourself. People have mixed opinions. I think he looks fine. A lot of people are critical, but some people really like him. The big question mark is, who is he? It's been revealed that Venom in this game is not Eddie Brock. Okay? At all. So who is Venom? Remember, at some point, Peter's going to get the symbiote suit and use it in gameplay. But then at one point, he loses the symbiote and it becomes Venom and he has to fight it. But who will Venom be? We don't know. It's a big question mark right now. Who is Venom in this game? I guess we'll find out. Also, it did show, was it Norman Osborn? It's one of the Osborns. I forget if it was Harry or Norman. I forgot. But one of the Osborns is in it. So basically, we're going to have that whole Green Goblin plot line somewhere in the plot as well. I guess we'll see how that is. Is it Norman Osborn? Is it his dad? Well, we'll find out. Anyway, we'll see. It's kind of interesting. Now, the other thing that was announced is that they're doing a Spider-Man 2 console. Yes, they're selling a whole Spider-Man 2 PS5 that has the Spider-Man branding on the sides and a Spider-Man branded controller, which is kind of cool, I guess. But I guess the question really at this point is like, who still needs a PS5 who doesn't really have one yet? Who's going to go buy it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, PS5 is like the most sought after console. There were people who were lining up for like years to get it. Most people who really, really wanted one have one by now. So I'm kind of wondering like who actually is going to get this. But from what I'm going to understand, listen to this, I guess you can also just buy the controller and the faceplates. Because remember, the branded console is essentially just swapping out the faceplates, which Sony sells official faceplates for PS5 to change the color already. So I guess you could just buy the Spider-Man faceplates and put them on your console too. But I don't know how that works. I didn't see pricing or anything for it yet. But I think that's what they're saying, is that you could buy it separate or you could buy the whole console too. Now that's genius, because how many times have I been saying boy, are they missing out on a big opportunity. If you remember back in the day, the Xbox 360 PS3 era, dude, they sold so many art pieces, stickers, ways to customize your console back then. Like, you could just go, we would walk into GameStop. They would have an entire section of customizations for your console. Custom faceplate for the Xbox 360, stickers for the Xbox 360, colorings for the Xbox 360, and then the same thing for PS3. Of course, you can't do a faceplate, but, you know, all that stuff. And that made big money. Those stickers cost like $20. Do you know how much they probably cost to manufacture? 20 cents. So there's insane profits that these companies have been missing out on because they haven't had a customization on their consoles. It's kind of a weird thing to me that they didn't capitalize on that, right? So, to me, this makes sense. Why don't they do this for every major game? Sell faceplates for your PlayStation to customize your console to be the biggest game out at that point. Especially if the faceplates cost like $20, then that's the same price people were paying for stickers back in the day anyway. So why not do that? I think that's like a no-brainer to me of something that they should be doing to make money. And it's very odd to me that a lot of times they don't jump on those opportunities. So, kind of cool that they're doing that with Spider-Man, I think. But I do think that buying the whole console is stupid. Like, who's going to buy an entire PS5 branded Spider-Man today? Most people have it already. You know what I mean? Most people already have Spider-Man. Or, excuse me, already have a PS5. They don't need to buy one just to play Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? So that really it made me scratch my head. Okay, so that is the gaming news that I have for you today. All right. That's it. Okay. Oh, no. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. So, that's what I got. And obviously, all I'm going to say, guys, before we get to shout-outs and before we get to, you know, Q&A and other things, thanks. I'm excited for this week. I hope you are, too. This is going to be an exciting week of content and fun. Please support the streams if you can. I want to say thank you because a lot of people did engage with my videos when I was off yesterday. I appreciated that. I saw a lot of comments on the videos. People were liking the videos. Again, engagement is key. Right now, it's a slower summer with not a lot of new hot game releases. So for you guys to like the content and leave comments on it helps me a ton for engagement. Please continue to do that if you're liking all the content. And thank you for supporting. Remember, all the different ways you can support this channel. For example, liking the stream. We hit 100 likes on a stream, that helps for engagement, okay? A super chat or a super sticker. A membership or gifted membership to the community. In particular, today, we will likely have a lot of people on the stream who normally would not be because it's competitive Street Fighter. People really like that. And it sure would be great if we could get some memberships today, whether new or gifted. I'll set a very reasonable, humble membership goal of 530 members today, considering I'm playing Street Fighter all day. Hopefully we can get 6 new members by the end of the day. Okay? So thank you for that. And, of course, tips. Tips help a ton. Tips go to bills. Tips buy new things. Tips keep my business liquid, essentially. And I really appreciate all of you who tip the streams as well. All right? So thank you so very much. And, all right. So, all that being said, thank you for your support in advance. Let's get to going. Let's get the shout-outs. How does that sound? Hopefully that sounds good. All right, let's jump in. So, first of all, Paris Solo re-upped his membership for 26 months this morning. He says, cheers to the freaking weekend, says Rihanna. Well, Rihanna says a lot of things. I'll say huzzah to that one. Thank you very much, Paris Solo, for the membership. Zwei became a genuinely new member this morning, and that one actually does count towards our members count for the day. So thank you for that, Zwei. It wasn't just a re-upping. And then Zwei also did a $5 super chat and says, hey, I actually played you when you first started viewer matches for Street Fighter 6, so that would have been 2 weeks ago, roughly. And he says, I was the Diamond Kimberly. I recall a Diamond Kimberly kicking my ass. Was that you? You whipped my butt? Because for some reason, Kimberly and Diamond is kind of fooling me. Like, I don't really know what to do against her. Seems like if she just stays neutral and jumps a lot, and she has, like, some safe stuff. And I had a lot of problems with her with Zangief. I couldn't figure her out. But anyway, he says, Now I'm at master level. Congratulations. Congrats on getting your Kimberly to master. It takes a lot of effort and work and a lot of time investment. Like I said, I'd love to get there with Blanca, but I have to keep playing with him. And considering the fact that I'm using a variety of characters, it takes a lot longer. It was fun playing with you. I saw your Geef gameplay too. I hope you liked it. Again, Kimberly kicks my Geef's ass. I don't know what to do with Geef against Kimberly right now. But I'm sure, again, the more experience I get, I'm sure I'll figure it out. Right now, I'm just kind of limited with what I know about that matchup. So I'm getting kind of hosed in that regard. But thank you, Zway. Thank you for the super chat, and congrats on hitting master. All right. That's what we got on the YouTube side of stuff so far today. On the tip side of things, let's get started here. An overnight tip from Game Trekker. I'm sure that you guys are very shocked that Game Trekker would do an overnight tip of $29.99. And the first thing he actually says is, "'Twas a glorious showing with Zangief indeed." So what I'd like to do is give you guys an update, because I did a full stream of Zangief the other day. All right. And arguably, that was the best Street Fighter 6 stream I've done. And the reason I say that is because I feel like I was using a character that's very underpowered in the game, but because I had studied tech, I dramatically improved my Zangief's gameplay and performance. My Zangief previously had been in the lower tiers of Platinum, and the last time I actually used Zangief, I was getting my butt kicked. I barely broke even. When I played with Zangief the other day, just listen to this, you ready? I played for 3 hours. I got 40 wins and 23 losses. A 63% win-loss ratio. That is very good, especially for Zangief. And I got my Zangief from lower mid, well, actually, it was actually upper 3-star platinum all the way into like halfway 5-star platinum. So I actually had my longest win streak ever, 15 straight wins in Street Fighter 6 with Zangief. That's the most I've ever had in the game with Zangief, the low tier character, okay? Which is pretty damned amazing. If you didn't see that set of Zangief gameplay from the other day, absolutely go check it out. I'm telling you, you're going to have a lot of fun watching it. I was using cool strategies to fool, people into walking right into traps. I was doing great combos and mix-ups. It was a great session. I even learned a lot. Like, I learned that whenever Ken does his stupid floaty kick special move, you could just drive impact right through it, and he can't do shit. He takes the hit. So anytime he does that move from now on, if I drive impact on reaction, I'm guaranteed a giant punish combo. Like, that's super cool. I can do that with any character. So, yeah, lots of stuff learned, and I had a great time that session. I actually felt euphoric at the end. I seriously did, because when you play Street Fighter and you got everything going, and you're landing combos, and you're doing cool strategies, and you're succeeding, man, it feels great. It's like, man, all that studying, all that hard work to get here has paid off, and it paid dividend. I mean, another stream with Zangief, I'll likely hit diamond. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, overall now, my Zangief has a 57% overall win-loss ratio, 196 wins, 145 losses, and overall, my stats in Street Fighter 6, 1,362 wins, 1,022 losses, and overall 57% win rate in Street Fighter 6, which is pretty darn good, and I am pleased about that. Okay, so good stuff. Now let's see what Game Trekker has to say. I wonder if today your Lily gameplay will compare to how you did with Zangief. Right, and I'm curious, because here's the thing. Previously with both Lily and Zangief, it's been rough. They're lower tier characters in the game. But what's happened is I've applied everything I've learned. The parrying, the combos. I learned this new strategy about drive rushing with her today, and how to lock certain characters in the corner with her, and what her better normals are, and what her better combos are. Like, I'm probably never going to just use standing fierce anymore. I'm either going to do low fierce or back fierce, because they're better moves than just the stand fierce. So I'm learning all these things, okay? And yeah, I'm excited to play with her today. And the question is, will I level up Lily today, similar to how I just leveled up Zangief back on Wednesday? We'll find out, okay? He says, as for Luke, right now I just want to see if your gameplay with him will develop. Hopefully today you'll be finishing combos with him more consistently, even if you have to go for less optimal routes for the time being. Exactly what I'm thinking of doing. I'm thinking skip the whole wall bounce out of my combo. It's literally one extra hit, the wall bounce. It adds one hit. It doesn't necessarily add significantly more damage to the combo. It's just for maximum damage output. So instead of doing that, just do the launcher and then finish the combo. Rather than worrying about the wall bounce, I think that's the better option. We'll see. Anyway, He says, I have 2 simple tips for your Luke play today. All right, so this will apply to the late stream tonight. Number 1, if you're trying to zone with his projectile and your opponent keeps parrying it, then mix it up the lighter versions. True. Your opponent will then waste meter if they keep trying to parry because the projectile won't reach them. That's true. Number 2, don't forget about his target combos, right? Which I haven't used them at all. He says, hold on. Stupid thing. Get that out of my way. He says, don't forget about his target combo. I don't recall using any of them so far, which I didn't. His light punch, medium punch, heavy punch target combo is particularly useful. It starts with a light, and the final hit is special cancelable if you do the whole thing. All right, so there you go. I should probably try to use that tonight then. I'll try to see if I can implement that target combo, especially because it's cancelable on the last hit. That's good to know. All right, so good stuff, guys. Thank you, Game Checker, for the first significant tip of the day, and thank you for your ongoing tips and support for Street Fighter 6. Okay, so I received a $1 tip. Open the Game Pass app and install from there. Why are you searching it instead of doing that? I do have the Game Pass app on my phone, but I always forget to use it. I've totally forgot about Game Pass app on my phone, actually. So I guess the app updated. It doesn't even work. The app updated, it doesn't even work. What a piece of shit. My app used to have everything installed, now it's not even working anymore. See what I mean? I don't use this app. And now it's not even working. How dumb is this? Yeah. This used to work and now it stopped working. Yeah, for some odd reason. Let's see. I'm just curious if I can get this to work. It probably won't work. I almost guarantee you it won't. Okay. Okay. For some reason, this was disabled, even though I never disabled it. What's happening, I'm trying to get my Xbox to sync with the Game Pass app, which it used to work, and it stopped working for no reason. It says you're good to go. Okay, so let's try this again. It apparently had been disabled, but now apparently it's enabled. So let's see. It still doesn't work. It's a piece of shit. Yeah, I just enabled it on my console and it still doesn't work. So fuck this. That's why I don't use the app. It doesn't work. This console had it all synced with the app like a year ago. And for some reason, at some point, it desynced, which I didn't do. It just desynced itself. Probably when the app updated or something. And now, it won't sync. The app won't sync to my console anymore, so I can't remote install anything. Delightful, right? Anyway, whatever. Alright, so thanks for the $1 tip, whoever that was. It would be nice if the technology worked. It doesn't. It did at one point, and now it doesn't work anymore. And I just enabled. It said that all the remote stuff was disabled. I just enabled it, and now it still doesn't work. Maybe it'll work later. Maybe if I restart the console. Who knows, right? Anyway. Okay. So, that's where we are right now. Thank you guys for your contributions so far. And, again, further contributions during today's stream. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Thanks in advance to anyone who supports my stream as I continue to try to learn more in Street Fighter 6. And hopefully I do well with Lily on today's stream. Okay? All right. So, now we have a little bit of extra time, but not much. We have a few minutes. If you guys would like to ask me something, toss a question my way. We'll do a tiny bit of Q&A if we have time. Okay? Chocolate wants to go on a blunt break. Well, I'm about to go on a break. After the podcast ends, I'm going on a little bit of a bathroom break. So. Do I have any thoughts on Remnant 2? No. I never played the first one. I have no desire to. It's another FromSoft spin-off style game that plays similar, and I don't care. All right, Jex Gaming says, I ordered Spider-Man 2 Collector's Edition. I'll probably get the controller as well. Cool. Controller looks good. Admittedly, I like the Spider-Man controller. Looks pretty nice, pretty stylish. If you like Spider-Man, if you need a new controller, why wouldn't you get the Spider-Man controller, right? Do I ever pet a hippopotamus? No. Yes, Jay, Lily, and Luke today. Those are the characters I'll be using, and then Rashid on Monday. Am I going to embrace the powers of the wind? Well, remember, the wind and the spirit, only I can hear it. So if I'm talking to someone, I'm talking to the wind spirit. I'm not schizophrenic, just so you know. Okay. Canadian Kirk says, I saw Mission Impossible 7 yesterday. It was pretty good. Especially enjoyed the second half. Oh, yeah? It's crazy that there's 7 of these movies. Like I said, I've seen like 2. I never go crazy for these insanely long movie franchises. I'm glad you liked it. Chocolate says, if you do more horror, what games are at the top of your list? I have no idea, because I don't know what horror games I haven't played. I think they're remaking Clock Tower, right? They announced that. I'd like to remake or play Clock Tower. Oh, I ride alligators every day, Radical Jaws. That's how I get around my house. I ride an alligator around my house. I don't know if you knew that. Piggleman, yes, I'm aware the Borderlands movie has a release date. I believe it's October 2024. I don't know about the movie, as we've talked about when the casting was announced. You got people like Jamie Lee Curtis and Jack Black and other people in it. Cate Blanchett, I think. And it's like, listen, every actor and actress in the movie sounds amazing. They're great people. But are they really going to fit the spirit of Borderlands? Borderlands is a wild, apocalyptic gore fest where you go around murdering people left, right, up, and down. And are they going to just turn it into a comedy? Because that's not the spirit of Borderlands. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We haven't heard a plot or anything for it yet. But based on who they're putting in the movie, I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical. I guess we'll see. Cool. Chef Boyardee says, I got custom plates on my PS5 Lexus white color. That's cool. Let's see here. Swagonito says, there's a massive rumor Luke is Captain Commander. Captain Commando? What? Anyway. Jade says, for his birthday, he went to a comic book store. Cool. Another regular bookstore. Cool. And Target, and then chilled at home for most of the day. That's nice. Any special foods or like a cake or anything? Just curious. I'm glad you had a good day. Let's see here. Which Elder Scrolls game is best? I don't know. I obviously Skyrim is the first one that I played majorly, and I love it. You know, I am aware YouTube Premium is raising their prices. $13.99 for new users. Even day one members like myself who have been paying $7.99 all these years will have to pay $13.99 by December. That's correct. Everyone's getting their prices raised. For me, I think I want to say I was paying $11.99, and now mine's going up to $13.99 a month. So YouTube Premium is going up by $2 a month. For me, it's essential for business. Like, I wouldn't even be able to do my React show without it. Because imagine if we were trying to watch those videos back and there was ads playing. Like, what the fuck? We'd never get through anything, right? So I need it for my business. It's kind of an essential thing. For people who are not into business and are using YouTube Premium, is the $2 extra a month worth it? Well, I mean, what are the features of YouTube Premium? Well, think about it. No ads at all on the site anywhere. Being able to download videos ahead of time and watch them when you have no internet connection or bad internet connection. Being able to minimize the app and just play it in a playlist style, no matter what videos you're watching or music you're listening to. Access to YouTube Music, which is, I guess, their own music app and stuff. And I forget, because there's more than that, but that's the stuff that I use it for no ads, and I use it for the playlists. Like, there's times when I'll be doing one thing, and I minimize it, and I listen to music while I'm doing something else, okay? So, one of the things a lot of people don't realize about YouTube Premium is that it helps creators. So, if you have a creator who you watch their content all the time, right? If you have YouTube Premium and you watch their content, they get paid for ads even though you're not watching them. Yeah. So right now, if you're watching this stream and you have YouTube Premium, I'm getting paid for your views. Thank you. That's awesome of you. That allows me to make some money on the back end. Even though you're not actively watching ads, it's as if you are. See? That's cool. So for me, there's definitely value. It's about, it's going to basically be people have to judge for themselves. If you think the $2 price increase is worth it. You know what else the price is going up for? Game Pass Ultimate. That's also going up by a few bucks. I think it's like $3 a month extra. And again, for me, the Game Pass value is there. I mean, I just played Amnesia. I'm going to be playing Starfield next month. I'm sure I'm going to probably... I'm playing GTA 5 right now. I'm going to be playing, right? So, I mean, yeah, for me, the value is definitely there. But, I guess the real question is it for everyone? I don't know, right? So apparently, GTA 5 is installed on my Xbox Series X, and apparently it is the Series X version. I don't know, because I'm hitting install, and it's not doing anything on those versions, but I installed the Xbox One and Xbox Series X bundle, which apparently has all of it included, and that's showing on my console, so I don't know if I boot this if it's going to have the right version or not. It doesn't make any sense. It's really stupid. It looks like you're forced to download the Xbox One version, which I have. And then after that, I have no idea. I literally have no idea if I have the better version or not. I'm at a loss. I don't know. Well, we're either playing the Xbox One version or the Series X version tomorrow. I have no idea. Because this doesn't clarify, and that's the only one that it even allowed me to download. Right? So there you go. Okay, guys, I think it is time to end the podcast. Thank you. Great podcast, long one, a lot to talk about today. Thanks for listening, and I hope that you guys will continue to tune in and not just take off. I mean, there's going to be some fun gameplay coming up right now on the stream of Street Fighter 6. But in the meantime, thank you all. Here's to a great new streaming week coming up. Good variety this week, right? With a new character in Street Fighter 6, with GTA 5, my first playthrough in 10 years. It's going to be a good week. Hope that you guys will swing by and enjoy. I think there's something for everyone this week. But anyway, thanks for watching the show. See you all tomorrow. Peace out.